I've been putting off cleaning my room for too long, so let's do it today. It's been a while since I made a YouTube video, so I thought it was fitting to make a reset or reorganizing video. I spend most of my time in my room, so to me it definitely feels important to keep it clean. But recently I've let it become very cluttered, and my to-do list has slowly started to pile up more and more. In a way, I also think it's interesting to document your stages of your life via your bedroom. I know I love to decorate my room with my current passions, so one day I can look back at all the posters and figurines I have and remember everything that I was interested in at the time. I've put off making this video for a while, and not just because I don't want to clean my room, but I find it quite daunting to think of something entertaining, but also easy to record. I want to start focusing more on creating content, but I'm not going to make any promises. However, I'd be more than grateful for any recommendations that people have. Speaking of making videos, me and a friend made one that should be posted over on her channel. I'll put it on the screen now. Please give it a watch when it's posted, and if you enjoy, maybe consider liking and subscribing. This time around, I was mainly just prioritising cleaning my room rather than organising it. You'll see later on there was a lot of random things that I needed to just declutter and get rid of, just to give myself more space and make the room feel more open and give me more room for creativity. I've had a lot of art block recently, and I think one of the main reasons for this is because I have so much stuff in my room just laid out, and it makes me feel very overwhelmed when it comes to trying to look for inspiration or trying to just sit down and draw or paint something. And I remember hearing somewhere that when you've got a more open room and more clean space, it's like a clean mind compared to having a room with equipment everywhere and canvases everywhere and paint everywhere. Despite how colourful it looks and how artistic it might look, it actually reduces the inspiration you have and makes you feel more cramped and claustrophobic. Don't quote me on this. It's important as well, especially in a small room like mine, to keep track of the things you actually own and have your creative equipment in your eyesight, keeping a balance between not overwhelming yourself with projects, but also having easy access to the tools and supplies you might need to inspire you to make something. For instance, I keep my sketchbooks and pens where I can easily grab them if I ever suddenly have an idea for a drawing, but the stuff I use less is normally packed away, giving me more room for other projects. From my personal experience, it's good as well to display some of your work and accomplishments, as it allows you to remind yourself that you are capable of creating things to be proud of, and that way you can be your own inspiration. For me, and I presume many other people, your bed is what is used the most in your room. So, I always say that the first step to having an organised room is to keep your bed tidy. It only takes a minute to make your bed in the morning, and having that be clean doesn't just allow you to sleep on it better, but it gives you a nice place to relax whilst the rest of your room might be in chaos. As someone who has an addiction to shopping, I can openly say that I love clothes. But with a lot of other things taking up space in my room, I find it difficult to keep my wardrobe organised without storing everything in boxes. I've gotten to the point now where I want to start buying and collecting good quality items that can last far into the future whenever I might need them. But that also means the pile of clothes I have is just growing and growing. So I try to store them as compact as possible. For this last section of my room, I wanted to make a mood board like these on Pinterest. I gathered an assortment of photos and random souvenirs from trips I've been on in both 2024 and 2025. I hope that maybe next year I can replace some of the things on here for items I've collected from 2026, almost like a recap of everything that I've done.